Okay, so no, I read an online article today from about online web safety, how kids were lured using in that instance, it was really eye opening. So what happened was a group of shadowy men would use a 15-year-old boy who would lure, like, who would make friends with 15-year-old girls, right, and invite them to an event or a meetup or a party where these shadowy men were, right, and sometimes, um, there's a sometimes it's as simple as like the boy, right, who lure these girls become their pimp. That's the simplest scenario, right? The boy becomes their pimp. Like there's an article where a guy scammed these women and then forced them into sexual prostitution. And it's like, well, why don't you just go home and tell your mom? Well, they for whatever reason, I guess they once they meet and then in a private place they get beat up or whatever. And I guess these women don't have family in the area or something. They're like just traveling. They're in a different town or whatever. They're like, living on their own basically. Um, and then so that's the simplest case where the boy forces the girl, right, into prostitution, right? And it's usually girls like girls living on their own or something, young women on their own, away with not very close to their family or something like that, maybe like that. From what I read in the newspaper. But then there's the scenario like in Hollywood right now, like Eyes Wide Shut. You know that Tom Cruise movie where it's like there's you're lured into some kind of like circle, some kind of social group, right? And it's like these powerful men um, can give you jobs, maybe if you're good. It can lead to work, but really it's just for sexual gratification, maybe, right? It's like a situation where it's more complicated. Like powerful men, right, could still use a 15-year-old boy, you know, like just a nice 15-year-old boy. How they convince him? They give him everything he wants. They give him money, 15-year-old boy probably also on his own, right? And they give him money, they give him girlfriends, whatever he wants, right? So I was reading this story with Julia Margulies, right? And she's talking about her sexual assault with Steven Seagal and Harvey Weinstein. You know who lured her? The casting director lured her. That's luring. You know, it's like she was 23, and like I think maybe Steven Seagal was like single or something or whatever, right? I can just imagine like it was bad as bad, right? But I just imagine action star like first time I'm single, right? She comes to my hotel room at 9 or 10 p.m. alone. Like who gave her that idea? Who lured her there? The casting director who didn't even show up. Come on, like, like I just hit a wave of fame, right? I just hit a wave of fame. I'm like boom boom action star. I'm handsome, right? 10 p.m. What are you doing here? Come on, where's the casting director? Come on, who lured her? Actually, the casting director lured her. That's the situation. Eyes Wide Shut, right? Tom Cruise, I know he plays the character he plays doctor, but I think it's kind of like he knows these rich people, and then there's like sex, and there's like you know, hidden identity and all this stuff. So the casting director lured her, a very young woman, to a hot new Asian star's hotel room at 9 or 10. That's luring. That's luring.